so close last night. You could just reach out and touch it. It's like we were so close. We just needed the Mavs to win late night. That's all. Just needed that Dallas win late night. We didn't get it. 2 of 3 hit, but unfortunately the parlay does not. And that's why we welcome you back. So midweek Wednesdays, we do this 6 days a week. We can hit one tonight. Thank you for joining us here on the Odd Shopper channel. We love you. We love you. Just keep hitting that thumbs up button. If you're new, hey, there's a subscribe button that you can hit as well. We're going to build a 3-leg parlay, but I also have $5 that's going to turn into $200. You don't even need to actually win a bet. You don't even need to wait for the game to start, whatever the hell you're betting on. I'm going to tell you it's super, super easy. But let's head on over to DraftKings, shall we? Let's start with the man behind us. Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks are a short, less than 3-point home dog against a Milwaukee team that comes off a pretty big one against the Knicks. And yeah, you'll see, we'll get to the Knicks and we'll get to the Suns. I'll tell you how much this is all worth before we get out of here. But let's start at the top with the Hawks. They're hosting a Milwaukee team. Atlanta just won. They come off this road trip. They split, by the way, 2-2. But now Milwaukee comes in 8 games above 500, dealing with all the different lineup shifts and issues that they've seen. Why is this game less than 3? Simply because of Atlanta's recent win that they're coming off, or that Chris Middleton continues to be out? They don't have Serge Ibaka on this trip? Probably not. Now, there is a just recent, I would say, but pretty emphatic history that Trae Young has had recently. A last couple of games against Milwaukee, the Hawks against Milwaukee, at home against Milwaukee. Now, you can argue without having Clint Capella. That's a little different of a scenario right now, and I recognize and respect that. But this line is super short for Atlanta, who, look, they've only won about 4 of their last 10 anyway. So whatever recent success you've seen from the Hawks, and look, to be fair, they've won, like I said, they split that road trip the last 4, 2-2. Something about that seemed a little odd. I did not want to overlook it, so we will begin with the Hawks getting the 2.5, not the full bucket, but they're getting essentially 2 points, 2.5 to cover at home tonight against Milwaukee. And hey, we'll see how the dice roll with this Bucks team, but I like our chances with Atlanta. Let's move to the Knicks, the Suns. But first, no, you don't have to bet the Philadelphia Flyers, but I'm showing you how easy this thing is. All right, I'm going to turn $5 into $200. So you're listening, you're watching, you're paying attention. All right, we're going to get back to the parlay, don't worry. But it's as simple as clicking a link below, taking 90 seconds out of your life and clicking a link below in order to get you to DraftKings. Signing up, it's all under the 90-second thing, right? You sign up, you deposit $5 after you linked an account. It's fine. It's easy. Just bet that $5. I'm giving you a Flyers money line at home against the Caps bet in the NHL. What do you mean? You're here for the NBA? Okay, that's fine, but don't worry about it. Trust me. Before you place that NBA parlay, before you do anything, bet the Flyers $5 money line immediately upon signing up, because you'll see the $200 immediately back in your account. You don't have to wait. You don't have to sift. You don't have to worry. You don't have to do any of that. You're going to get that money right back into your account immediately, $200. So, simple process, right? You don't even need the Flyers to win. You don't even need this game to be played. You could just bet it immediately. You're watching this video at 9:17 in the morning, what have you, and just bet the Flyers $5 right away, and you'll see that $200 right back into your account. Let's hit the Knicks on the money line. Tight here, 4.5. And I don't really want to mess with that spread north of 4 against a Pacers team that has played really well since being called out by the Knicks, I guess, media, right? Wally Serb's out there doing his thing, I guess. Is he on a MSG? So Serb's out there giving some shout, giving some negative press to Tyrese Halliburton, and next thing you know, the Pacers went off. Just a half game above, or full, I guess, technically above the Knicks right now, and this is going to be a battle. This is going to be the marquee early game. I actually think the Hawks are okay, but this is going to be a battle. And I don't want to tempt a tight line here, ultimately a tight result, because I'm laying 5 points to win. And here's the thing about the Knicks, which we saw with Julius Randle. Awful, god awful. Yet they were still able to, I think, play well as a team. So that's fine right there, because Randle is going to just launch 1 of 12. We had him in an individual play, in the 5 and 5. So I think that's going to be the way we do it. Now, the other part of this is where you're going to get the element of surprise in this game. It's going to be 4.5 right now. So that's what I would do, is just take the Knicks on the money line at minus 195. Third play is going to be the Suns at plus 12.5. Based off of last night, it's going to be the best thing to do. I know they come off the back-to-back. Big win, mind you, against Golden State on the road. We just have to see who sits. That's all. We have to see who sits right now tonight, because taking advantage of that second leg going into Denver, it's not easy. And we know that that's going to be the biggest problem for Denver right now, or for the Suns, pardon me, is in this game. But look, 12.5 points is so much. It's different when you're the Spurs getting 13.5 on the road in Memphis. But even if Phoenix sits a couple of guys, and we'd have to wait and see how that plays out, it's just hard to ignore what they can do when they're playing well, knowing that they don't have Booker, right? Like, that's not any new news. Landry Shamet, we just have to see. They're thin. They are truly thin right now. But you're getting, maybe DeAndre Ayton back, maybe Landry Shamet back. So you're getting hope that if anybody comes back and helps their depth, now all of a sudden you've got the Suns here at plus 12.5 in a really good spot. So that's fine, I think, to take them at 12.5. That's going to be the game right there where this line shrinks and you're going to be ahead of it. Hawks minus 115, that's dipping too. All right, here you go, plus 439. There's our 3-leg NBA parlay. Told you about DraftKings. Hit the NBA Bet Pro link on your way out if you can, please. Why? Because you're going to get a free week. A free week of a proven model. Okay? Well, free week. Come on. See ya, right? Can you seriously click that link below, sign up, you're going to get a free week, and then make some money with that $200 in your DraftKings account.